We have the arms in place. I just want to show you guys the feet work, okay? So when we stand, we can't be here obviously, all right? When you're ready to stand, you come up onto your toes, right? Now, as I come up, I don't leave this one like so. So I step and I flare my ankle out, okay? What this does, it gives you a really good base, okay? Look how narrow my base is here versus how wide my base is, okay? So you're less likely to get knocked off balance as you're standing if you apply this method, okay, with your feet work, okay? Small detail can make a big difference, okay? So I just thought I'll show that by myself, so because it's hard to see sometimes, okay? So we're here, we go ahead and stand up, bang, and we're here, all right? Now from this position, I'm not gonna release the collars here because this gives me really good stability. I don't really need to. For this particular guard pass, I'll be working with my legs, okay? My knees in particular. So I'm aiming to place one of my knees directly in center line, the tailbone. I'm looking for the contact on the tailbone. So here, okay? Now, I need to turn around a little bit here so you can see. Look what happens if I bring my knee physically to the center line, to my base. Look how narrow my base is. If he rocks me off balance now to either side, it's going to be very difficult for me to catch my base, okay? It's because, once again, I've narrowed my base by bringing my knee to center line. So what I want to employ instead is use one of my knees to push his hips and his tailbone in line with one of my knees, okay, to the left or the right side, okay? So placing his hips in position rather than moving my knee, okay? That way I won't be compromising my base, okay? You'll see my feet are pretty much like shoulder length apart. They'll be like that the whole time, okay? So the way it works is, once again, I'm standing here, so I use my knee on the outside of his hip here, okay? I straighten this leg, all right? I'll show this from another angle too, but just bear with me for now. I use the contact on the outside part of the hip there, straighten my knee here, and I push the hip so much so that his tailbone lines up with my other knee, my right knee, that one there, okay? So now you can see my base was not compromised at all. You guys see the difference with this to that, okay? From a different angle. Not this, that, okay? Now from here, we just sit back down and force him to prime his legs open basically, okay? And we're in a really good guard passing position to begin with here, once you uncross the legs, okay? So when we're here, we use the knee to push the hip in line, okay? So that his tailbone aligns with my knee, okay? If you keep both of your knees bent while you're doing that, your own knee would be an impediment, it would be in the way, okay? So what you do is you straighten this knee, so you open the path here. So then when I use my left knee to push his hip in line, there's an open path. Now I wedge and I sit back here, forcing him to uncross his legs. Let's see one more from a slightly different angle over here. Once again, when I stand with a good base. See? Here. 1, 2. I align his hip, his tailbone to my knee, catch my base, and I start sitting back here, forcing him to uncross his leg. This is one of the most effective ways to prime open the legs, okay? To pass the closed guard basically, okay? Really stable. Let's go. 1, 2.